Yeah. You gotta repent or you going to die. Ain't nothing to it. It's just that simple. What is repentance? To change. Change your perspective, change your viewpoints, change your understanding, change your belief, change your principles. If your principles is evil, you got to change that. If your principles and your morals is against what nature, the order that the creator had presented to us, that display for us to follow, oblige that. If you're if you're not trying to change that, man, you're going to die. This is a fact. What it do, yeah? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Junes, the original, for the Bantus, by blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge. Splurge with the what? With the word. I want to give all praise and glory to the Father, for he is worthy to be praised. And I'm not even just going to say the Father. Let me give a shout out to the Father and the Mother, because there's two powerful substances that sit on that throne up there, but they won't tell you that. But I'm going to tell you that. Are you dumb or are you dumb? And last but not least, shout out to all new subscribers, all those that's been tuning in. We on the way to 18K. Let's get there. Let's continue spreading forth this gospel. Excuse me, let's not call it the gospel. Let's continue spreading forth this truth, awakening the people, awakening up the Bantus, awakening up black and brown people to their true essence, showing them and guiding them to find their purpose on this wicked land called America and all across the world, because the kingdom soon will come. So round of applause for that. Yes. And let me first apologize to, my loyal subscribers, those that tune in every Saturday, loyalty, religiously, faithfully. I won't even want to say faithfully, but with confidence. They know that when they come into the Samba conversation, is going to be a great lesson. It's going to be a whole lot of discussion, conversation, a whole lot of rants, me just exposing and also exploding on the lies and all the foolishness. So let me give an apologies for not being able to do the live this past Samba. For those that don't know, I had a family situation to attend to. Families first. Ever since I've been on this journey with Sunini, it's been a full-fledged attack on me, my family, my loved ones. But again, we persevere, and we try to follow the patterns of our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? We try to follow the patterns of Abram, try to operate like Isaac, move like Akobi. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that we must do in these rough times, because what the adversary is trying to do is try to have us operating in a state of faith and not in a state of confidence. It's two different things. Faith is for things, you have faith for things that aren't real. You have confidence into things or someone that you trust. I have confidence in my ways. I know if push come to shove, if I reach out to her, she's here in a drop of a dime. That's confidence. If I have faith, I have faith that she's gonna love me today, and she might love me. She might not love me no more, but I'm gonna have faith that one day she will. You see the difference? So this is why they're teaching our people about faith and not teaching us about confidence. But the reason why we're lacking and not having the confidence is because of our disobedience, and we're trying to see our heavenly parents as regular parents. Like, when a baby is born, the parent have to cater to you. The Father does not have to do that. You have to cater to him for him to listen to you, because guess what, people? He's catering to you every day. You open your eyes and you wake up and you have another day to get right. So let's take the time out and get right. Now that that's out the way, we're gonna talk about the hood temperature. Now you guys know the hood temperature is still gloomy, still grimy, still shady, still shiesty. Ain't no sunshine where we from. Only darkness every day. It's only darkness. Ain't no sunshine. Ain't no love. We lost the love. We even lost the love for ourselves. We hide our pain and our trauma with material things. You think because you bought yourself a X6, it's still gonna hide the fact that you was molested when you was 16, 12, 10. You understand? You can't hide your pain with material. You must stand up to the pain and conquer it. You understand? We gotta step up. That's the only way we're gonna heal. PTSS is a serious disorder that we will speak about on every podcast platform. I will always bring up PTSS. What is that? Post-traumatic slave syndrome. Who gave it to us? The people that put you in these circumstances. How do you overcome it? How do you get the solution? We don't need pills. We don't need Xanax. We don't need no depressor. What we need is to get away from the oppressor, okay? That's the only way you're going to heal. And this is why they don't want to talk about it. This is why it keeps it on a hush. This is why they say slavery is a thing of the past. Get over it. This is why. Because they know having these conversations is going to proclaim them to be as the evil as can be. A lot of us know how evil these people are, but there's still a lot of brothers and sisters who's lost in the hot sauce that needs to be tossed like the Holy Cross. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say it one time. Are you dumb? Yes, sir. So now, you know what's going on in the hood, man. You know, people is dying left to right. They got the Houston rapper that was on that song "Sitting Sideways" with Paul Wall, and he passed away. He collapsed on stage. I seen the video on TikTok, and I'll be honest with you, I already know the way that brother fell. It was because of that. Yeah, the way he fell out was because of that. It's similar to what you see these athletes been going through, whether it's in the courts, whether it's in practice. You understand? And let me make this clear: all athletes and regular civilians all get different situations. Okay, all get different situations. The thing that LeBron getting, you're not getting that. I just want you guys to remember that. Okay. So on today's broadcast, we had to talk about it. Now, what the title of today's broadcast is: Don't be a sucker while gripping guns in the hood. Don't be a sucker because you're gripping guns in the hood. Don't be a coward because you're gripping guns in the hood. Don't be a lame because you're gripping guns in the hood. Now, why did I come up with that? Now you guys remember "Don't be a menace" while drinking juice in the hood. So I had to say, you know what? Instead of being a menace, or we could title that, "Don't be a menace because you're gripping guns in the hood." Don't become a menace because you're gripping guns in the hood. So the other day, Saturday night, after returning home, I decided to go to the park. It was like 1 a.m. I was by myself. I had my weighted vest on. I had an opportunity to shadow box. You know, when you're dealing with a lot of foolishness, you try to do things to keep your mind at ease and stay positive. Yes, we're supposed to have confidence in the Father. Confidence without works is dead, right? So me being in the park and shadow boxing and you know what I'm saying, getting my jabs in, working, making sure my footwork is still up to par. Yes, I love boxing. I'm a very passionate boxing lover, participator. You understand? My children learning boxing. My newborn's gonna know it's boxing. You know what I'm saying? So boxing is something that's very important to me. And shout out to Earl Spence, my money's on you. Lefties all day. Are you dumb or are you dumb? But that's neither here nor there, right? So while I'm doing that, I'm saying to myself is, this is what's needed. A lot of these children don't have the core fundamentals of fighting. Even when you watch today's children, when they, being recorded and they fighting, nobody has the fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell that a lot of our people, especially our young black men, you can tell that they're being raised by women. You can see by the way that they throw their hands. There's no control. There's no pinpoint accuracy. There's no picking shots. Everything is just like girls. Remember, girls put the Vaseline and the head wraps and then they throwing hate makers all day until they tired. This is what today's men is doing. And I feel like because we're living in a generation of cameras and social media, it's like a lot of us don't want to feel embarrassed by losing fights. And let me give a news flash to everybody. You're not going to win every fight. That's just, everybody has a bad day. Everybody gets hit with a lucky punch. That is life. But what we need to do, and what needs to be done, and what shall happen, is individuals holding other individuals accountable. See, there's nothing wrong with having verbal disputes. Two men it's gonna always clash because we're filled with testosterone, right? It becomes an issue when the testosterone and the estrogen goes in, and then the person that has estrogen believes he has testosterone, but in reality he's filled with estrogen. See, estrogen is what makes you a menace. Estrogen is what makes you run into your house, want to go grab ammunitions and guns and spin the block and want to kill somebody based off words, based on him disrespecting your dead homie. Like, fam, first of all, your homie is dead. Your homie disrespected himself by putting himself in these circumstances to be dead. Your homie was dead when he decided to join gangs, or when he decided to mock other people, and he get the, you reap what you sow. You can't get mad at somebody who initiated this dark cloud. Everybody's born in a nice gloomy summer day. You decided to bring this dark cloud. Now this dark cloud is following you. Now here comes the Captain Save-A-Ho, and then they come with the foolishness and want to get back. There's no get back. We need to stop that. But like I was saying, we must hold each other accountable. We must make throwing hands the epitome of being a real man. See, we lost sight. We thinking being a real nigga is having guns and you have the big chopper block and they can let off 60 shots in a second. You thinking that's what makes you a man, that makes you real. No, you are a menace. Don't be a menace to society because you're gripping guns in the hood. You are a menace. You don't even know the detrimental, let's not even call it the detrimental. You don't even know how much of a liability you become when you're on this type of time. You don't know how much damage you can do as a man to a community, to a family, to a nation. When a black man dies, we all are affected. The whole community is never the same. Hence, that's why Chicago is the way it is. That's why Louisiana, once upon a time, was the way it was. That's why certain parts of New York is the way it is. California, the way it is. You can't even go to Roscoe's to eat waffles in peace without somebody don't see doing harm to you. They see nothing wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying to you? Don't be a menace because you're gripping guns in the hood. Don't become that menace. And a lot of you guys have become menaces. You have become a menace to society. What society? The black society. You have become a walking, talking genocide. You are the epitome of a KKK. You are the epitome. If Ebola was a disease that turned into a person, it would be you guys. It will be you guys. You guys are destroying everything, and the only thing that we have left, and that's each other. And we're destroying that. We're destroying that because you guys have fallen for this European bait. You have yet to realize that everything that you guys are doing, from the women to the men, everything that you guys are doing is taught behavior. And they catch you from pre-K. The minute you bring your child to any one of their establishment, you are reprogramming your child. By the time your child turns 18, he's gonna be so gone, so lost, so detached from black reality. Let me say that again. So detached from black reality, it's gonna be too late. Especially we live in a society now where single parents is the norm. Single parents is embraced. Single parents is honored. That's why they give each parent a single day to be honored and revered. And like I did on my live on my Instagram, we need to stop celebrating these single holidays, these Mother's Days, these Father's Days. We need to stop celebrating that. We need to start celebrating or start creating things like Couples Day, where couples are admired and respected and adored for the things they had to endure for the year. That's what we need to do. Husband and Wife Day. Fiance and fiance day. You understand? Whatever the word is, I don't know. But that's what we need. Boyfriend and girlfriend. Man and woman day. Where you walk through the hood and everybody is just happy to see you guys together as one. Oh, y'all a couple, you got a baby. How many years? Oh, we 3 years strong. Keep pushing, girl. Keep pushing, boy. No matter what happens. Stick by their side, no matter what happens. That's real. But these children aren't. And then when they see that, these children is gonna see that, and they're gonna desire that, and that's gonna be their foundation. There's none of that no more. There's none of that no more. Dudes rather grip up, shoot up, get high, sell drugs, and be regular. I'm telling you guys this from now. Black people as a whole, we are an endangered species, especially here in America. We are an endangered species. We have lost ourselves so severe. We're so far gone that it's gonna take a spiritual miracle to bring us back. It's gonna take a spiritual miracle to bring us back. Let me write that down. It's going to take a spiritual miracle to bring us back. Because when you think about things that's going on, and when you see things for what it is, it's like, yo, we literally on borrowed time. Like, for real. And guess what? That spiritual miracle is taking place right now. This Bantu awakening, brothers and sisters realizing that they are from the land of Africa. That the stories that these Europeans gave you was yet another lie. That has been dissected and debunked by me, by others, and many more. That's able to debunk and bring forth proof and valid information. Not just writings, but straight from the horse's mouth. I tell you guys this, I was on the phone with the Wiz and I was talking to some guy. I think he's from Nigeria. And I said to him, yo, you know Africa is the land of Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. I said Jacob at the time because I didn't know if you knew Kobe, And he said, yeah, of course. I know, we know. Guys, listen, when the Wiz heard that, even her mouth dropped, like, oh, this is just not one of those so-called Hebrew Israelites, another journey into the biblical realm, Once upon a time, I thought I was a Hebrew until I found out that was not true. I'm not a Hebrew, I'm a Bantu. You understand? My big brother never spoke Hebrew a day in his life. So why are we calling him Hebrews? He said, Ele la Sabadani. This is for the Sabbath keepers. That's not in Hebrew. But that's a whole, you get those type of understandings in simple conversations. This is why it's important, brothers and sisters, tune in, because you're getting truth. We debunking the lies. We debunking the lies. And the truth is what's gonna set brothers and sisters free. You need to understand how you was taught to become a menace. You need to understand that your exposure to negativity is more greater than your exposure to positivity. We are not exposed to positive. I mean, for God's sakes, brothers will tell you that if you're not doing negative things, you're not a real one. You have to operate in a state of negativity in order to be seen as a real nigga. Yo, my son right there, my son got busy in jail. Yeah, son was a killer, man. Dudes know not to mess with him. People come on these social media platforms and they glorify that. And then here comes the little nutsuckers and everybody jump on the bandwagon and they thinking that that's cool. Like, I don't want to hear your war stories. What you're saying, I heard it before. Yeah, you still 10 toes down in prison. I get that. I appreciate that. Pray, and it wasn't you that kept you 10 toes down. It was the mercy of the Father that allowed you to stay 10 toes down. Now what? Now you are a free man. What are you gonna do, free man? Are you gonna do the necessary things, or put the work in, put the time in, put the confidence in to install into our people so we can get help and get fixed and get up out of here? Or are you gonna just be are you gonna continue the menace behavior? Are you gonna be the terrorist to our society? What are you here to do? Because when you enter these people's system, this jail system, once you come out, the chances of you being what's that word called? Being a civilian, that joint is very rare. And for those that don't know, I'm a life coach, and these are the things that we working on. See, we trying to work with brothers and sisters that's coming out of these institutions, and we're trying to get them established. And I'm not here to teach you to fill out job applications. I mean, if you want to do that, you can do that. If you want to do that so you can make some quick money, you can do that. But the objective is to show brothers and sisters how to start their own business, be their own boss, establish themselves, learn how to stand on your own too. Some of these dudes come home, they went to jail 17, coming home 40 years old. don't have no experience, don't have no skills, no nothing, and they still living with their moms and they trying to figure it out. And you don't, and then you can't be a law-abiding citizen. You gotta go outside. You gotta do what you're good at. And sometimes some of our brothers, they're good at being a menace, and we gotta put an end to that. Don't be a menace because you're gripping guns in the hood. The guns is to protect your hood, not to destroy. We're destroying it. We're destroying it because of these top behaviors, these factory-created behaviors. The factory's making you like this. They teaching you to be a killer, to see your brothers and sisters like the enemy, but yet see them as your savior. We're so spiritually backbroken that when things go wrong, if a black man comes to help, we question that. We second guess that. But a European come knocking at your door, you embrace them. You let them in your house. You give them a cup of coffee. You're willing to listen. You're willing to put things to the test. And it's like, wait, what? How did we get this far? Because the factory made you do that. See, the factory made you look at another black person like, yo, it's kill or be killed. I ain't about to let this person violate, step on my shoes, do. All of that. This is the mentality we have gotten. Taught behavior that was only allowed to even make his way, get through the cracks through the armor, is because we have yet figure out the PTSS. And I figure it out. Listen, like I told you guys before, man, I already figured out the Da Vinci Code. I debunked it. I broke it. I know it. The question is are you willing to listen? And then when you listen, apply it. Because I have the code. I have the answers to the solution. I have it all. Tune into my live. I gave you an hour and 7 minutes of pure facts. You know it. They know it. They know it. They know it. And we being misinformed, miseducated, misguided, all intentional. Rather you be a menace than be a prince. Rather you be a hoe than be a queen. They want you to be Osama bin Laden's. They want you to be Afghanistan. They want you to be Taliban's. That's what they want you to do. And guess who's coming to clean up? The great white hope, huh? The great white dope. That's what they are. You know, dope is white. The great white dope. Because when they come, they're going to get every single person drugged up. And that's metaphorical. You put the pieces together. This is what they're going to do. Because you want to be a menace. You want to be a sucker. You want to be a coward. Brothers and sisters will be like, yo, son, put his hands on me. Homie be like, yo, what you want to do? You want to go get the strap? Like, what? How about you and him go back over there and y'all shoot the fair one? Shoot the fair one, knuckle up, shake on it, get a shake. Eat a burger, share some fries. Say you got that. And if you feel like that was a lucky one, say run that back. Tomorrow, let's run it back. We used to do that. We used to do that. And we used to have things in the crib. Anybody would tell you. I had no problem. I repeat, I had no problem pulling up to anybody's hood. If it goes down, it goes down. We never desired to play with guns. I remember it was like 5 of us. We walking into people's hoods like, yo, I heard y'all talking crazy. What's up? What we doing? Who's the best fighter here? I want the best. What's up? Y'all talking? Let's walk it. Not doing that no more. Because in this day and age, society has made you guys scared. Guys are scared to catch L's. You don't catch an L in life. You catch lessons. You catch a beat down. You figure out what you lacking. Maybe you lacking endurance. Maybe you need to put the blunt down. Maybe you need to work on your footwork. Maybe you need to work on your bobbing and weaving. There's plenty of things. There's plenty of life experiences that you go through, life lessons, should I say, that's gonna help better you for the next incoming match, for the next incoming challenge. But to flat out see nothing wrong with putting a mask on, putting gloves on, hopping in a car, loading up, pulling out, shooting at the person, killing the person, shooting at innocent bystanders, killing the innocent bystanders, having people running from their lives, parents with children, all of these things. But these things don't, come on now. These things have to play through your mind. This is why we growing up, we knew you had to learn how to slap back. You had to learn how to fight. Because these are the things that we always wanted to avoid. There should never be innocent blood. Mothers should never have to duck for cover. Fathers should never have to, be a shield for their children. Should never have to do that. Because the only time we supposed to even be on that type of time is when the enemy comes. When them heathens come. When they come, guns blazing. When they came to riot. When they came to burn things down. That's when we was doing that. We supposed to never do that amongst each other. Ever. Never in life are we supposed to be fighting with each other to the point where I want you dead. Who taught you that? Who told you that that's the acceptance of being in the hood? That's the reality of a real nigga? No, that's not. The reality of a real nigga is understanding the real enemy. Knowing who they are, knowing what they're capable of, knowing what they've been doing for the last 400, no, let me take it back, last 2,000 years. These heathens has been attacking you. And it's never gonna stop until we put things back into the proper perspective. And like I said, I got the Da Vinci Code unbroken. I have figured it out. I have unlocked it. Now it's time for brothers and sisters to start seeing these things. We need to have conversations. I can't have all this intel and it's one man with this wisdom and understanding. We all need this. Every single one of us. The brothers, the sisters, all of us. I be giving this information to brothers and sisters and they on some, wow, this is real. I didn't see that. And I'm like, my brother, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much things that you guys aren't seeing because there's so much distraction. So much phone calls. Every black man on the face of this earth is gonna hear a phone call in their lifetime that somebody that they grew up with, somebody that they love, family member, associate, whatever, was gunned down by another brother. And when you find out what's the reasoning behind that, you're gonna find that it was not even worth it. You gunned me down because I disagree with what you're saying. I gave my opinions into what you're saying. I slapped you up. Come on. Like guns was used to protect family. If somebody put my mom's lives in danger, my children's lives in danger, and it couldn't be resolved through words, it couldn't be resolved through fighting. You got my mother hostage, and you know what I'm saying? Like this is when ammunition comes about. This is when it comes about. Where there's no turning back from. Like, you can't be my friend after that. Some of you guys will be beefing over dice games. You want to kill somebody over a piece of paper that you don't even own, that don't even have your face on it. Then our big brother said, render Caesars what is Caesars. Like, why are you going so hard for a check when you don't even go as hard for that for your respect? Come on. We gotta do better as people. Like, at the end of the day, like I tell my people, it's us against them. We are all we got. Shout out to my big bro Mo. We all we got. The WAWG gang. We all we got. And the last thing that I need to worry about, or I should have a high concern for, is another black man bringing harm to me. I'm talking about deadly harm, not bodily harm. You know, you can get knuckle up and you bleed. No, I'm talking about deadly, fatal harm and see nothing wrong. Like brothers will see nothing wrong. Get into the verbal dispute and watch if this man is filled with estrogen, watch his response will be like, man, I'll shoot this place up. Facts. Don't be a menace to society. Don't be a menace because you're gripping guns in the hood. Don't be a menace. Don't be a coward. Don't be a sucker. You having a gun doesn't make you real. Guess what? I've been around guns my whole life. I'm still around guns my whole life. You think that's the justification of who I am as a man? You think that makes me real? You think if I get into a situation with somebody, my first results is to come home or make a phone call and yo, I need that? No. Because I will not be a black KKK. I would not be a factory worker. I would not allow these heathens to tell me how to operate amongst my own. No matter what level of occupation, right? So you know you gotta handle a drug dealer a different way. You're gonna handle a drug dealer a different way you handle your wife. You're gonna handle your wife a different way than you handle your children. You're gonna handle your children different than you handle your mother. But the objective and the thing that we're missing is they gotta answer for every way you're supposed to handle situations. And if they're not telling you directly out their mouth, they're showing you through action movies, hood novels, and pure foolishness. That's how they're able to show or tell you how to handle situations. So when the rapper say, "Yo, son shot the and I had to talk to him with the strap," you ain't really real like that. You ain't really gonna spit the block like that. Stay in your life. Why you want me to be real like that? So we can make the hood the Wild Wild West. Somebody gonna end up having to die. You want you to die? Don't you have kids? You see the selfish behavior? Oh yeah, that's something else they told you. The self-entitlement, the selfless behavior, the selfish behavior. Oh yeah, that's taught behavior. Courtesy of them. Shout out to them giving it to you. And shame on you for you not able to see that. But everybody a real one. Everybody a real one. Everybody talks tough. Everybody play gangster. Everybody got an opinion. Listen, this right here, the worst thing ever given to a black man. You give this to a black man think he can do whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants. He can talk to whoever he wants. Some of these dudes haven't earned any stripes in the hood. You ain't earned jack, and you feel entitled to say or do whatever you want. Nah, it don't work that way, man. It don't work that way at all, Playboy. Facts. Don't be a menace because you gripping guns in the hood. Don't be a menace to society because you gripping guns in the hood. Or don't be a menace to society while gripping guns in the hood. Stop trying to be a menace. Become a lawyer, become a doctor. The hood needs you guys. I just came out from a situation and it's like, yo, how am I, a black man, a revolutionary black man, in a state of need, have to then go to the same exact people who's the cause of me having to be a revolutionary? Gotta go to the same, you know the saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. This is where we at. You can't be a revolutionary person and you gotta go to these people because they have everything that's needed to give in-depth care. But with their care, it comes with Luciferian perspective. These people pick science approach. Their science, or I believe I believe. Remember, this is I believe. This is not facts. They take hypothetical questions, scientific questions or opinions, hypothesis to override naturalness. Big situation, big problem. And these are things, listen, these are things that I'm going to be talking later on down the line, because these conversations need to be had. How? Because all these black and brown people want to do, these women want to be strippers. These women want to just be in the mix. Girls want to be in the mix. Girls don't want to work, don't want to clean, don't want to cook, don't want to do nothing. Just want to look cute, put eyelashes in, hair wigs on, go to every party, get their body done, get a nice, get dick down nice, catch a nice orgasm, get hungry, want to be with a baller so the baller could order room service so they can get catered to. Everybody want to be catered to. Nobody want to put in that hard work. Nobody want to do the necessary things that we supposed to be doing as people. Black men don't want to be fathers. Black men don't want to be lawyers, doctors, firemen, electricians, welders, dentists. You know, things that's beneficial for the hood. You guys don't want to do that. I almost said the N word. I want this to be as positive, because I also want this to be sent out to children. This is for the children. This particular broadcast today is mainly for the children. The knuckleheads, the 17-year-olds, the ones that want to spin the block, the ones that want to do the drill music. This is for you, man. You got to wise up. You got to wake up. You got to understand that you have, guess what? You have been diagnosed with PTSS. See, you don't get diagnosed with it when you are a baby, when you are an infant, because you sheltered, you're covered. You don't have to experience that. But when you go out into the real world, when you got to get a Metro card and get on that bus by yourself, that's when you start seeing the PTSS in full effect. And then before you know it, you're diagnosed with it, because you become one with that. You are what you are exposed to. You are who you call on. You are who you hang around. You are what you are. You are what you are. And what you are is what you are exposed to. And guess what? You are exposed to a whole lot of PTSS individuals. Your mother suffering from it. Your father suffering from it. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your cousin, your aunties, your brother, your sisters, your best friends, even your teachers suffer from it. And the ones that's putting on the damage and the ones that's teaching you to put band-aids on it are the overseers of the problem. They are the massive problem. The biggest problem to the black society is them, and they know that. That's why there's a stronghold on you people. And we gotta wake up to that reality. We gotta see that. We have to see it. Because at the end of the day, it's us versus them. And guess what, people? We are so far behind. We are so far behind, people. When I mean behind, we are behind. They have taken over every stronghold, everything that you would need for a black person to survive and be self-sufficient and overcome the PTSS. They have taken over. They are the overseers of your hospitals, your education, you understand, your police, your law enforcement, your politics. Don't think because they put a black face there, that black man has to sit down in a board meeting full of outsiders and they tell him this is what we're going to do moving forward. Facts. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, people. We are at war. Don't be a menace, brothers and sisters. We are at war. Your guns is not to be used to destroy your people. It's supposed to be there to protect your people. Protect your block. You know that block that you're saying, this is my block? You're supposed to protect it. Not from your brother man, but from the other man. the wicked man, the man that told you that it's forbidden to keep God's commands. Are you dumb or are you dumb? It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Again, continue supporting. This is the first of many. You know what this podcast is about. This podcast is about bringing forth, bringing to light the black problems that society want to keep in darkness, that want to keep hidden because of entertainment. We got to stop wanting to be entertained. We got to stop wanting to dance. We got to stop giving these people the eye like, oh yeah, they're comfortable. We're not comfortable. We don't like this. And let me say this before I conclude. You know why there's no reparations for black people? See, reparations is another way of saying repair. And they can't afford to have you repaired, because if you get repaired, they gotta delinquish that chair. I'll leave it as that. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Jules the Original. I am Mr. Keep My Foot. You understand me? On you heathens, you he-goes, and the beauty in store. He the nice next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say one time for the one time.